David, again, I know that Paula's not the only one that has experienced some amazing things with using this system. Do you want to talk about some of the results that members and our customers are seeing with these patches?
Yeah, I want to take one step back because it should always be based on some evidence. And we can come back to the skincare study that we did on Alavida in a moment. I want to talk about this study though first, as we're talking about what kind of results can people expect. So this study was performed by Dr. Sherry Blake Greenberg and also Dr. Homer Nazaran. And so the data was compiled at the University of Texas in El Paso at their biomedical engineering. Now, the type of diagnostic that we used with this was electrointerstitial scanning. And this is a method of monitoring what's called the physiological response of different organs in the body. And we can see the efficiency with which those organs function. And again, we're not making any medical claims here. But what's phenomenal about this, and in statistics, it depends on these p-values, and you want to see values that are at least at 0.05 or lower to get statistical significance. And you can see here the results showed a highly significant p-value of 0.001, which is phenomenal. And so this is showing that the Alavida patch, because it's reducing oxidative stress, it's improving the way the organs respond in the body, the liver, the hypothalamus, the pituitary, of course, and the thyroid. Now, what's interesting is that when we were doing our initial measurements with the biopulsar, we saw a spike in the frontal lobes. And while we measured it first in our own labs, it showed up again in this study that the frontal lobes were being activated. So Emily, you asked a great question before. What other benefits could people expect? Well, the frontal lobes is an area of cognition and higher areas of processing. So of course, many people, they're getting into their 50s, 60s, 70s. They're concerned about their cognition. They want to maintain their brain function. Alavida has the very nice side benefit of improving cognition according to these results. We haven't done a formal cognition study, but it would certainly be indicative that that could be a benefit. So as we go in through the data, that's what we found. Also, I think it'd be worth noting that on the application of the patch, in this study, it was behind the neck or below the belly button. So people can apply the patch virtually anywhere, and just like our X39, and expect to get a result. But that's where they were in this patch. I didn't really want to pose, for the picture for the patch application, but I was a good sport about it. I did. I'm just kidding, by the way.
David, you would have all the ladies knocking down your door, so I'm glad you let somebody else be the model.
Yeah, no, I'm safe in the lab. I'm in a hidden lab space, so I'm very, very happy with that. So,
goodness.
Yeah, but anyway, you can get into this in a little bit more detail for anybody that wants to. But basically, what was so exciting about this is that we found we could produce a result very quickly. Within 5 minutes. This was going to have a beneficial effect on the skin, but then because we want these products to improve overall health, we were finding that that's in fact what it does. 30 days of using Alavida, and the responses from the organs are improving. Now, we go back and, keeping that in mind, that this is improving overall health, not just the health of the skin. When we get to, again, this is the Alavida study, which was done at BioScreen, by the way. BioScreen's a big company, and companies like Estee Lauder, Revlon use BioScreen. So they're a very reputable firm when it comes to skincare. What we find is And we don't have to take the time now to go through it, but all the key things that you'd want to have in a skincare system improved through the use of Alavida, the patch, and the day and the night formulas. So firmness, reduction in lines and wrinkles, appearance, glow, and of course, hydration improves within minutes, right? And then these were some of the scores. So we did really well with it.